Today, I am setting my Shabbat table with the oldest known Kiddush cup in existence, the cup of joy. Research has dated this extraordinary treasure to the 11th or 12th century. It is the earliest known medieval Jewish ceremonial object. Throughout history, Kiddush cups have been passed down as heirloom treasures from one generation to the next. Due to their cultural and religious significance, it is incredible that this cup has survived a millennium and is here with us today.
The thing I find most beautiful about the cup is that relatively small object tells us so much. It's full of stories. It acts as a witness to a history that most people nowadays wouldn't believe if you told them.
This remarkable treasure originated in a region known as Khorasan, a historical region that comprises northeast Iran and Afghanistan. It is a city in the middle of the fabled Silk Route. This is wonderful evidence of a thriving Jewish community in that region.
People don't necessarily associate Afghanistan with a Jewish community. We're finding more and more evidence for pieces like this, for the physical remainder of Jewish communities in Central Asia, which were previously only witnessed by contemporary writers. But now we actually see this in physical form.
The cup is inlaid with yellow designs, and what's most exciting is that it contains both Arabic and Hebrew inscriptions. The Arabic inscriptions around the rim of the cup and across the central body wish the owner general blessings of good health and wealth and prosperity and glory. Prominently featured in the center of the cup is the name of the early owner, Simcha ben Salman, with the blessing beneath, Simcha, may he live for eternity. It is testimony to the intertwined Islamic and Jewish cultural and artistic heritage of the medieval era.
We're partly referring to it as the cup of joy because it is a witness to a time of collaboration and closeness between communities, but also it refers to the owner's name.
The blessings of joy are repeated twice in Arabic, and we think that the master craftsman might have been referencing the Hebrew name of the owner, Simcha, which translates to joy. While we don't know exactly who crafted this treasure, the workmanship and the distinctive design are emblematic and embody the finest silver work of Khorasan in the middle of the Silk Route from the early medieval period.
Rather than being cast, it would have been beaten out of a single sheet of silver. It's also engraved and it's been inlaid with niello, which is like a mixture of gold, silver, copper and sulfur, and that kind of creates a black surface, so it really stands out against the shininess of the silver.
There are less than 25 known such medieval Jewish objects, and of all of them, this is the earliest. To see the rich continuity in what I practice today that dates back over millennia is exhilarating. There are many different ways to set a Shabbat table. Some of the core elements are, of course, the wine and the Kiddush cup, which you need in order to sanctify the Shabbat. Shabbat begins with the lighting of the candles in order to bring light into one's home. I set out 2 challah breads and a silver knife to cut the bread, inscribed with the words, "We thank God for giving us bread." The 2 loaves of bread symbolize the double portion of manna that fell every Friday in the desert as the Jews wandered for 40 years. This was the portion that they ate both on Friday and on the Sabbath. The tradition is to cover the bread while the prayer of Kiddush is recited. I have a contemporary challah cover that's covering the 2 challahs on my table. The meal begins with the recitation of the Kiddush prayer. Kiddush literally means sanctification. The Kiddush ceremony is a Jewish blessing over wine which celebrates and sanctifies the Sabbath and Jewish holidays. A Kiddush cup is the goblet that holds the wine for this ceremony. Over 1,000 years ago, the cup of joy would have been used in exactly the same way. Wine would have been poured into it and Kiddush recited with exactly the same words that we use today.